Hello, hello. So, 7 reasons why creatives should hold events to sell more art. So, hosting events can be a game changer for creatives to sell more art, or just build connection. Grow your audience. Because there's nothing like meeting you in person, is there? To know, like, and trust you. Um, it could be online, or it could be physical. Um, there's various lots of opportunities you can think of. Um, Online's easy because it's free. It takes a bit more effort to do an offline event. But here's some of the reasons. So we're going to go through 7 reasons why you should think about this. So number one, this is a very important one actually, you're going to build genuine connections. So if you hold an event, whether it's in person or online, it's a chance for people actually to get to meet you and know, like, and trust you. Um, and people like to, if you're an artist, they like to know what makes you tick. And they're more likely to purchase something from you if they've met you. Um, it's more authentic as well. Scams hide behind anonymity, don't they? You can't see the person, so it builds trust. Um, and it's a chance for you as well to get to know your audience. So that's really important as well, isn't it? You get to know what they're thinking, saying, and doing. You get to know them and what their desires are, which gives you a lot of help in actually selling your art. So here's a tip. You can use your event to share your stories behind your art. Let your audience see the passion and process that goes into creating your work. Number two, you can create urgency and anticipation with an event. Because, an event is time sensitive. It creates a natural sense of momentum, doesn't it? An urgency because it's on a date at a certain time. This encourages your audience to take action, immediate action, whether it's signing up, or attending, or purchasing. And you can create a bit of a buzz, can't you, around a bit of momentum around um, an event because there's this sense of urgency and anticipation because you could miss it. There's fear of missing out, isn't there? So you can use things like countdowns and teasers, behind the scenes previews. You can, think about how Apple releases an iPhone. The anticipation they build. People buy, I think, just because it's because of the clever marketing. They build this sense of anticipation up. Number three, enables you to stand out from the crowd. Most people aren't going to be doing events, so you're going to stand out if you do an event. Um, that's a great reason because it takes more effort and time, doesn't it, to do an event? You have to be quite organized and everything else to make it happen. So it's great for gaining attention. It's great for standing out, building a niche, and a great reason, great chance for you to showcase your unique personality, your creativity, and vision in a way that's difficult to achieve through other platforms, isn't it? Um, Reason four, exclusivity. Uh, you can offer exclusivity through an event, can't you? Because you can make it limited for only a certain amount of people, which creates that sense of urgency to sign up. Um, you can give them perks on the day, can't you? So that can encourage them to turn up as well and make them inclined to attend. So all those kind of things can really work in your favor. Reason five, showcase your work. So, an event is a great chance to showcase your work. I did that with my music when I released an album. I got people to come and to comment and to engage and interact with your art as well. Pardon me. So it's a chance for you to display your art in this best light as well. Maybe have a series or a theme or something like that. And it helps you as well organize yourself because you've got to be kind of creative to do that. It gives a bit of a clarity. Um, and will really help you understand as well how others see your art because you'll have some feedback. So that's the other big advantage of an event is you're getting feedback, aren't you? Live feedback on what how people think and think about your art. You'll get some really good feedback. Um, and it motivates you as well, actually, to prepare. Motivates you because you've got an event. You've got, oh, I've got to get this event done. It's quite a good motivator. Reason six, measure and learn. So events provide tangible metrics because how many people attended, how many people bought their art. You can see the things that did worked and didn't work. So it's quite good because it's an event that makes everything more measurable, as if you're just doing a sort of generic ad, and you kind of get lost in that. Um, you know what I'm saying? So an event is because it's in a particular date, after, before and after, you're going to see the results on me. And even if it's not successful, let's say no one turns up, you can still learn from that. You think, what did I do wrong? Kind of, you can build, you can learn. Um, and it's good to the idea to collect some feedback as well from the attendees. So it's a chance to ask for feedback as well, isn't it? Because it's quite natural to ask for feedback. And an event is a place where you can also, sell something else as well, because you've got a reason. You've got the people in front of you. Lastly, number seven. Um, pardon me, I've got a bit of a tickly throat here. It's a chance to build commitment and reciprocity. So, if people sign up to an event, yeah, a lot of people don't show up. That's the truth. But they're more likely to show up if they sign up because there's a commitment. People have committed themselves to coming, and the more they commit. So, for example, if they just join a Facebook group, that's quite a low commitment, isn't it? If they give you an email address, it's a little bit more of a commitment, and if they give you some money, then it's even more recommended. So you can gauge the person. If you're dealing with a hot, cold, or warm audience, you can kind of you know tailor it to those kinds of groups. And the other powerful thing is reciprocity because by holding an event, you're creating value and you're giving value, which also creates reciprocity, the sense of like that they want to give back to you. So those are all very good reasons for holding event. We haven't really got time to do much in the terms of how do you hold an event, but I'll give you a couple of tips here. Um, so obviously to decide on the format, you're going to use the one that's you like the best. So Zoom is pretty good actually, to be honest. It's probably the best, I think. Or do it in person. Do it. Get have a table at a show or something like that. But that takes a bit more money and effort. The online one's quite cheap, really. Way of doing it. Um, know your audience. So you want to know who you're aiming this at, really, because if you're in, I said in the last teaching, if you're talking about cats in front of dog lovers, you're not going to get any interest, are you? So you want to make sure you've got the right audience. Uh, it's a way to get a new audience as well, actually. You need to promote effectively. So, and this involves giving yourself enough time. So probably 3 weeks minimum. You need to have plenty of runway for this to happen. You don't want to just do it spur of the moment. Um, so have a runway. Promote effectively. So you've got to think of your promotion plan, how you're going to get people to know about your event, whether you can use Facebook or however, your email list, etc. So we can go, you could go in great detail with this, but to be honest, the best way to learn is actually to run one, because you can only learn this really by doing. And it does take a bit of, it takes a bit of courage to do this, to be honest. You run an event, there's got a bit of vulnerability there as well. But the rewards are so much, are worth it. Um, yeah, and no, yeah, make sure you engage the attendees. So the more they feel like they're talking to you, probably the better, because there's, people buy, as we said at the beginning, people buy from those they know, like, and trust. So if they have a decent, conversation with you, they're much more likely to buy from you in the future. And the other advantage of events is the follow up. You want to follow up after the event to ask people, how they got on, what was, and often I miss that. I forget to do that. You've had the event, and the adrenaline rush of doing the event. And they can be hard work, so be prepared for that. Make sure you plan for the effort and also the after effects after the event, because they do take a lot of work and they do take a lot out of you. So anyway, in conclusion, so yeah, hosting events can transform your creative practice, and you can sell more art by doing it, and you can build up your audience. So try it. You might think of try and be creative about your events, because if we're a creative, we want to be creative. We want to attract people. We don't want boring events. We want things that engage with people. So your call to action really is think about one small event you could host in the next month, and start off small. Start off small. Maybe you could literally hold an event in your house, couldn't you? You could invite people in to some kind of little minor mini exhibition, something like that. Just brainstorm what you could do. Think with the resources you have at the moment, and learn from that first step, and then build on that. Anyway, so hopefully this has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching.